so happy to be here today to help celebrate the 25th anniversary of the move into the new Womack. My name is Martha Malloy, and a lot of people may not know this, but in 1991, Womack became a medical center. And I just have a quick snapshot of the orders that we received from the U.S. Army Health Services Command out of Fort Sam Houston that designated it effective 1 October 1991.
My name's Doug, or Douglas Thomas. I've worked in the IMD sections since 2000. I now work in the IMD section with health informatics. I'm the on-site virtual health technician. My first day was February 14, 2000. I was working for the contractor building the hospital in their engineering section from 1995 to 1999. So I was here before, literally. The only building that was here at that time was a framework for Building A.
When I first got to Womack, I arrived at the old hospital, as we call it. It was a familiar site to come to, and so I arrived. My first assignment at an actual hospital. I'd been an instructor at the infantry school, and I'd been an attorney at 6th Infantry Division at Fort Wainwright, Alaska. So this was my third tour active duty, and then when I got here, it was a welcome environment. We had a lot of units, obviously, here that we support for Womack, and the mission for Womack, to me, was just very appealing, because we were helping soldiers of all types, especially with the major commands that you have on Fort Bragg at the time.
My name is Shannon Dockery. I worked here from April of 1994 and retired on August 31st, 2015. I remember walking around in the new hospital, because everything looks the same down there, you know, where the inpatient pharmacy is, and they didn't have the signs up there. And I have no sense of direction, so I remember wandering around a few times when I'd go to get lunch at the mess hall, not knowing really where I was at. And finally they put the little signs, but we started working over here before they had the signs and you knew where everything was.
My name is Kristen Kleinschmidt, so everyone calls me KK. It was interesting when I signed into to then Fort Bragg and went over to the old hospital. I couldn't believe what a carbon copy it was to Martin Army Hospital, my first duty station. Like literally, it was the exact same building.
My name is Byron Powell. In '72, I got a draft notice. Then at Army '73, but I enlisted in MedCom, so I've been MedCom since '73. I got here in 1980. I have been here ever since. My last 16 and 24 years has been all at Womack. And after that, I got hired on, which continue to do what I'm doing now. So that's 45 years here. So I got the chance to be part of the planning for this hospital. And things are happening, moving it in. The changes that take place. So I haven't seen the beginning and the end. We're not in the progress. It's hard to believe it's 25 years.
In March, the 14th of March, they opened for business, and on the 18th of March, they moved the inpatients and the inpatient nursing staff into this building.
Got there at Old Womack about 2 in the morning and just, you know, started packaging people up. And the nice thing in a military community, when something really important has to happen, everybody gets on board and everybody is willing to help. Even if you're providers were helping moving litters, and nurses were, helping, move storage containers. So we were all coming together.
And I thought this could be a place I could stay for a whole career. And it makes me a bit emotional because this is now almost 27 years later, and I have stayed here as a whole career as a civilian and retired from the reserves. So it was very symbiotic with me being in the Army Reserves and working as a civilian attorney for Womack, because they understood the Army mission.
The thing that really impresses me most about Womack is the camaraderie between the employees, I mean the staff, the IMD staff that I've grown up with. Seen many people come and go, some pass away, but I would say this is the best location, best position I've ever had in my life. And I'm getting close to retiring, but I know I'm going to miss it, because this is a wonderful place to be.
I got married in the chapel at the new Womack. So I bring my mother out here for a cataract surgery appointment. We're sitting there in the waiting room waiting, and the chaplain Pear, comes around and talks to all the patients. And he walks up to my mother and says, "Well, Mrs. Dimmick, is there something I can do for you, or do you need anything before you go into surgery?" My mother looks him straight in the eye and says, "Yes, marry my daughter."
I've been a part of this organization because of the people. People have camaraderie with what's going on. It's like a family for me. I think one of the best places you can work. You hear a lot of grumblers and other things, but for me, I've been a lot of places, and this is all right. The Womack is the pride of being NCO and being the only hospital to name that to a soldier. You know, we name a lot of buildings, but very seldom the soldier. And to represent the soldiers that really support this hospital and the civilian staff, it's pretty special. It is very special.
And every time I was gone, the people here supported my family and supported me, and it always made coming back that much more special. Departing is always hard, but coming back is like you feel like, you know, you've helped and you've done your part, and you get to reintegrate into a wonderful hospital like this that's saving people every day and treating people every day, and you have babies being born every day, you're bringing new life into the world, and it's just fantastic to support these people. And that's what I distinctly remember, is thinking this is a great career.